Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to the arcade room. Today I'm going to be going over Multiversus, primarily the state of the game that we are in. Well, you guys read the title, so I'm going to be going over things that Multiversus needs to fix. Without any further ado, I want to begin by saying I love Multiversus. Currently I hold over 75 hours with the game. I am a top 2k with Rick, followed by my Shaggy, which is top 9k, and Batman, which I believe is top 10k. So to say that I have played this game is an understatement. I love this game. I've been playing for about 4 months and I really do care for this game. I think it's a fantastic game. But then again, this video isn't why Multiversus is succeeding, it's why it's failing. So right off the bat, I feel like there's two main reasons that need to be fixed for the game to start flourishing. Otherwise, it's gonna continue bleeding, players are gonna continue leaving, and, well, the state of the game is going to continue declining. Now, there's two major reasons that I believe the game is, kind of on a downhill slope. Then I have a few minor reasons, which I'm also gonna cover in this video, that I feel could honestly improve the game a lot. Alright, then let's not waste any more time, let's begin with the first major reason, and I gotta say, it's gotta be characters. Look, let's face it. This is a Smash type game. This is basically the same concept as Smash. Where you take a bunch of characters from these beloved shows or video games or whatever, and you pit them against each other. That concept works. We know that concept works, and well, let's face it, the game wouldn't be where it's at right now if that concept wasn't successful. But let's look at the top Smash games. If I were to put a list, I would say you have Brawlhalla, Multiversus, and then you have Smash obviously at the very top. The difference between Smash and Multiversus is Multiversus has a lot less characters. The recent Smash Bros came out with over 70 characters. That's insane, especially since that's not even including DLC. So yeah, considering the fact that we have basically under 20 characters in a game where characters are the main drive of it, it's gonna hurt you. Now, don't get me wrong, they're adding characters. And to be fair, they're adding characters at a steady rate. This is great news, seriously, it's wonderful. And the fact that they are talking with the fan base and the community is a good sign from a developer. Not to mention, I'm not blind. I know that the game says beta, but how long are we going to stay in beta? Betas usually last from 4 to 8 weeks. Usually they're not longer than 12, with the exception of Fortnite, because Fortnite is Fortnite, So yes, players are going to get bored, quite rapidly might I add, when the main thing that you're offering is characters in a game with not too many characters. They will last you a bit, but eventually your game needs to have more substance. We have seen this happen with other games. Games like Overwatch, games like Valorant. They did not start out with the amount of characters properly required for a game of that caliber. The result, well... Now, while I was able to give them, I guess, a little slack for not having a lot of characters due to the fact that they are adding them and at a steady, rate, I don't really have that luxury for this next reason. Look, the game servers are bad, okay? This is a massive issue, okay? There's no other way around it. The game is laggy. 2-bar connections are the normal. I have seen it all, from teleporting characters to moves not connecting to not being able to move in the first few seconds because you haven't loaded in. You haven't loaded in. Imagine your enemy has and you're just standing there not being able to move. I don't know if this is a server issue, a bug, a glitch, but how has this not been fixed yet? I genuinely have no idea. But I can promise you, losing an early stock is basically a guaranteed L. And it is very frustrating. Back when the game originally came out, the server struggled to maintain the amount of players, but it's still managed. Now that the game has actually somewhat, died down, as often games do, they start, the traction starts, decreasing. That's normal. But how is it that the servers are still bad now that there's less players? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they feel even worse. I don't know how. What? 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 What the f? What? In case it wasn't obvious enough, this needs to be fixed as soon as possible, because there's nothing more frustrating than involuntarily losing or being unable to play the game how it was really intended to be. Now, those are my two major complaints, that I feel really need to be addressed. Now I'm going to mention some minor reasons that I would say still affect the game. They don't cause as much harm as these first two reasons, but they definitely still leave us with a sour taste in our mouth.
That's what she said!
For starters, when are we gonna get more maps? The same 6 maps gets old, okay? Gets old real quick. Now, I don't understand why they haven't added a new map. I mean, you can't tell me there's no ideas. You can't tell me they can't think of any map to add. I mean, right off the bat, just think of a Gotham Slums map. Or when you're in the sewer of Gotham, okay? Think of Metropolis. Think of Metropolis Heights, where you fight, in the skyscrapers of Metropolis City. Amazonian War Zone or an Amazonian forest. That would be cool. You could have many, many possibilities. Hell, you could take the Roadrunner's fake tunnel as a background. Add some platforms and you're good to go. These are simple additions that would freshen things up. Next, cosmetics. The border, the badges, the kill animations, those are really cool. Okay, I love that. More of that, please. Add some really cool ones. Maybe even ones that are 3-dimensional. For the borders, maybe have them light up. Fire go around them, plasma, something, electricity. It's something that's simple yet effective. Okay, cosmetics are always fun, no matter the game. Not to mention, you can actually have players either buy them with in-game coins or real money. Either way, I have a bunch of coins that I don't particularly use, so I don't have a need for them at all, really. Cosmetics would honestly help with that. Speaking of cosmetics, skins? Why are we lacking so many? There can be a million skins. Seriously, think of Bugs Bunny. The possibilities are endless with that character alone. Batman skins? Superman skins? Imagine going up against someone who has the Hellbat armor Batman skin. That would be straight up the coolest thing ever. I think that would be fantastic. Not to mention Rick Prime. Why don't they just add that? That's such a simple addition. Or even Memory Rick. It's a simple add. Just take the model of the character, add longer hair, and you're good to go. The potential is there. Why haven't we taken these things into account? Why haven't we executed them? Now then, I'm not going to go over nerfs, because right now I don't believe that there is a character that is simply breaking the game like Bugs. There are a lot of strong characters and meta changes. I feel right now with the recent nerfs, overall, the game is in a pretty good state, okay? Sure, there are some strong characters, but overall, you can really play every character, which is what it should be. The last thing that I want to mention is modes. When are we going to have campaign? When is that going to be a thing? When is that going to be released? Or, actual ranked mode? When are we going to have items or random mini games? This is something that's crucial. It pleases both the casual players who just want to play for fun or maybe with their friends, and it also pleases the competitive players. So you really have the best of both worlds. So I don't get what we're waiting for. The only logical thing that I could think of is if, we're waiting for the end of season 1 for the actual game, not the beta, to actually come out, and then we start implementing these changes, which I would be completely fine with, and I would even totally understand. But as it is now, there is a lot of potential, but it's just not being properly utilized, and I don't know why. I don't understand why, but players are noticing and they're either switching off to another game or not really finding an incentive to continue playing. Now, I want everyone to know, I still love Multiversus. And the developers seem to at least be trying to reach the fan base. That's very respectable, again. And I'm still gonna play the game. I love the game. I still love the game. I still have fun with the game. But I have to talk about the negatives because I want it to succeed. It's because I love this game that I want it to be better. With that being said, this will conclude the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you all on the next one.